I'll tell you this before we get into other stuff. I am very regular. I did not defecate yesterday, and I do believe.
That must have terrified you.
Well, no, I do believe my body was saying, I'm not going to put you through the scare of this.
Oh, interesting.
Because it wasn't, I ate the same as I always do. I ran the same. Everything was the same. So this morning after my run, I could feel it with about a mile to go. It was sort of poking its head out. Right. I could feel it was going to be a solid one. It was going to be, an MNS, much needed shit. So I was excited. I had my Billboard magazines downstairs to read. But then I thought, oh my God. But then I was able to intellectualize, what are the odds is going to happen to you the first time after this? So I kind of, I will say I did not, when you see now Dave in golf and they have all these stats, the exit velocity and the exit velocity of this was slow. I was not, I don't know if careful. That's the right means. I know, but my body was tense. There's no question about that.
I pushed for the life of me. Just get it out was my thought process.
Well, that's not good either.
Your son makes it through, sending hope, love, and prayers.
How much would she? We're good. Yeah. How much for her to do a Jon Stewart song? Give a little information.
About $1,000, I bet.
Sweet talked her for the Wilbur's. So.
Oh, did you have to pay her for that? Or
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, if she knows there's death, if she smells blood, maybe she'll just do it. She'll be inspired to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
If she knows there's a corpse.
I mean, if she has to, we probably should write the song.
We could do that.
She'd perform it.
I could do that. Yeah.
Interesting. Don't you want her to write it, though?
Well, no, but she didn't know him. I mean, I don't know.
I would love her
Didn't
to write the
she,
song.
in a way? Didn't we all know?
That's true. We didn't know when, we didn't know much. He told us who guest starred on Starsky and I can do this, right? I got it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll handle it.
That's pretty
We're
good.
good. Yeah, we're good. We can handle it.
Like that.
That's a big one.
To heaven you flew, to heaven you soared. When Jesus saw you, he said, we are all aboard. I mean, it's sort of that. I mean, we can do that.
You've mastered her.
Well, I'm writing it for her. This is what the great, songwriters do. They sing they write for other artists.
Amazingly quickly, in fact.
Yeah, almost like I've already written it. Yeah. Using Colleen on the Case Twitter account, begging the Abington newspaper for some publicity. It's a low moment.
I did not do that.
I saw that back and forth.
That was not begging for publicity.
Hey, what?
I had a long conversation with that guy.
What's the buzz around town? Anybody writing anything?
That is not what I said. I did not say that.
What did you say?
Yeah, you got your ear to the streets?
I did say something along the lines of what's the buzz around town.
I just said. That's what I just said to you.
Write anything.
I
did not.
I said, what's the buzz around town? Dave said, that's not what I said. I said, what's the buzz around town?
I did not ask for publicity. I did not.
Okay, but did you say what's the buzz around town?
Yes, I did say that. I'm just trying to get the temperature, I think, is part of it.
What's the buzz around?
Dave
Is it
said,
off the record?
Any death info?
Dave's like, when they get through with all these, it's gonna blow. The story's gonna blow wide open.
I did not say that.
What did you say? What was it?
I didn't say anything. I just said, just trying to get the temperature of the town after that episode.
Listen, the mayor's breathing down my neck here. You got anything for me?
We had a great conversation. Great conversation.
Oh, God. Just let them know it's not me when you're doing that. You didn't do that.
Hey, Kirk, it's Clemmer.
Hey, Chris. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm good.
Oh, wow. Hello, Chris. Good to talk to
you. Wait a minute. We might have a winner here. What's that?
I thought you guys were going to have me in on Friday as a regular, but you had Shane in. I've got a game if you'll play.
Cue it up, Dave.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, Chris.
So, this is one I thought of myself. It's I call it Mount Rushmore of people I've disappointed in my life. So, how it works,
okay.
I go first, then Kirk, and then at the end, I don't know, maybe Mike can judge the winner or something.
Okay, go ahead.
That's very good.
Get the first one away. I my dad, I mean, clearly he expected more of me and, my life, and now I'm basically living in an Airbnb like a modern-day gypsy. So he'd probably be disappointed.
Your dad's the first one. Okay.
Well, actually, Kirk, because my dad died in an election year, I actually get to go twice.
Oh, I didn't realize that, Chris. He did? What year did he die?
Those are the rules.
92.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. First year I ever voted for president. So go ahead.
Next, I'm going to have to go with Jay Buhner. He could have had a great career as a designated hitter, but I stopped doing that simulation, so it just kind of went by the wayside.
Many irrational people have been angry about that. Like angry to the point where I've had Albanian refugees reach out to me for shelter.
I don't have internet.
So much as perplexed.
I would just say that there have been people who know people, even in Western Massachusetts, who are like, I just can't speak to this guy anymore. They've taken their boat and gone out to sea. So
no, that's.
We wish them all well. Yes.
I thought about taking my kids to the movies for the first time this weekend, and I was thinking to myself, no school tomorrow, right? Wouldn't this be a good weekend to release a kids' movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the wheels start turning, and I start writing.
Well, is there?
Puss in Boots,
but they have
PG.
Puss in Boots. It's
But
still.
PG.
You could take your kids to go see that.
That's at 8 and above.
Dave. You fucking
Called Puss in Boots.
Dave,
Yeah, it's not what you're thinking.
I bet it's a little.
You think it's some girl in big boots getting her pussy licked by somebody?
I saw Shrek. I think Puss in Shrek was like a little edgy, right?
He's a spinoff of that, right?
I think so.
Edgy,
Yeah. A
yeah.
little edgy.
So you're worried about taking your kids to see Puss in Boots? Fucking cat.
I'm not overly worried, but I thought
You'd be totally fine.
I certainly would.
Maybe
prefer
I'm probably the
both
perfect-
Your
Again,
daughter's
Dave.
dropping C-bombs in the hallways
down,
at school.
Mike, right?
Okay, I'm taking my kid to see Jackass Forever. He's 9, so I shouldn't say anything. But I think you're safe. Yeah.
Ring, ring, David. It's Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
Who is Sebastian, Mike?
You may recall I met your father out in Reno in 1992. We fell in love that week.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Sebastian. How can I forget that? Do you remember that, Dave, or no?
Yeah, I do recall.
30
Yeah.
years ago,
The
Sebastian,
accusation,
you were making love to Big Jack Cullinane. This is according to him, not me, Dave. Go ahead.
Do you ever wonder why your father gets so angry, David?
Like there's something inside of him.
I do from time to time.
The other day,
No one-
sure. Yeah.
No one will ever please your father like I did. May I tell you a story, David?
Sure.
You see, I followed Big Jack back to Norwood after the conference in Reno, and let's just say he has some experience with anal fissures.
Oh, good.
That's timely.
Do you remember the tool shed, David, in your father's backyard?
Yes. Yeah, I know it quite well. Yes.
Oh, so does he.
We used to sneak out there. Of course, Kathy was drunk. She didn't know what was going on. And I had your dad tied up like a pretzel. He was shirtless as always, and I bit his hole in his dungarees, and I sodomized him with a 1-inch drill bit.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes,
See,
Sebastian?
David, your father loves you very much. I always talked about you and none of the other kids.
Oh, interesting.
I was
That makes me feel nice.
staying at the Holiday Inn over in Dedham, and I would sneak off quite often. Just, David, your father loves you very much, so please have him call me, and it's Sebastian. Goodbye.
Will you do that?
You have his number?
Yes.
Good.
I wrote it down.
Good.
But now, obviously, I believe sometimes people call in as characters.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, when next time you're at your parents' house and you mention the name Sebastian, and your dad kind of stops in his tracks, and then just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll try it, Mike.
I'm just saying,
I'll
test it
report
out.
back to you.
Test it out.
Yeah, let's do that.
I've just never thought of my dad's tool shed in a sexual manner at all. And
Why
that's
not?
going to be in my head now. Like, that stuff's for
It's really
some
weird.
reason.
You've never
like,
thought
it's-
of it that way. It's
Yeah.
strange.
Like, I never thought he had sexual relations with my mother in the tool shed.
He didn't.
He didn't. Yeah, that's where
Sebastian.
exclusively for men. that he
Well,
was
if
sneaking
he had it with a man, don't you think he might have brought a woman in there as well? I don't know. I've been in that tool
That's
shed a
where
lot.
That's where the boys play around, you know?
Yeah. Your dad, though. Is your dad like a super witty guy or no?
No,
So he wouldn't say something like, I'm going to put the ass in Sebastian. He wouldn't do that.
he wouldn't say that.
Okay. I'm just okay. He wouldn't do that.
No.
Do you think it would be romantic? Like he would pick him up and like place him lightly on the shed and then
Yeah.
they'd make love like face to face?
Let me ask you this. When you think of your father softly kissing this man,
Yep.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do you think he tickled his penis or no?
He's not much of a tickler. He's
What
he's
percentage
straight to the point.
What percentage do you think this story could be true, Sebastian? 0.0? 0.0001?
he had a lot
There's
of
always
details.
There's always
correct.
a chance.
He had details.
Yeah.
Has your dad ever been to Reno? But would he,
Not to my knowledge.
what would he tell you if he was to do that?
I don't think he would.
Huh. I just thought it was totally true. This guy Sebastian's like, why would they fucking?
That's what I'm
why
saying.
are they listening to me?
Yeah, why are they playing with
Fucking assholes. I'm in love with this man. Would you be happy for your dad if he said, "Look, I'm in love with this guy Sebastian"?
Of course. Yeah.
You would.
I mean, I'd be pissed off at him because it's still he's leaving my mother.
The fuck,
for
Dad.
a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would. I want everyone to be happy though.
Sure.
Yeah.
How would your mom would take the news hard? I would think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at this stage in life.
That's tough to come back from. Yeah.
Dave hands him a little ecstasy on his way out the door. You're gonna need this, pup.
Would you be open to like having a friendship or whatever with Sebastian as your stepdad or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
If you want to see your dad,
You
you'd
would
have to on some level
bring
be
the kids to go
civil.
visit Grandpa and Sebastian at the Holiday Inn.
Grandpa and Grandpa.
No. My kids would probably never see Grandpa again at that point. Pa, by the way, it's Pa.
See how that works, Mike? when he chooses this life.
Disown the guy. Disown the poor guy for being himself.
You wouldn't let your kids see him?
No.
He grew up in a world where
It's fine with your choices, but
He's like
you don't disrespect my mother.
Heath Ledger at Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
he
Mike.
grew up in a
Live
world
your
where
life.
that was
Just-
not
Just do it
allowed.
without me. Live your life just without me.
Wow.
Would you get rid of with these schools like Sandy Hook or whatever? They knock the schools down. Would you knock the tool shed down yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
Would you say give me my computer back? Would you go that extreme or no?
I want your
That's
gay
actually a good point.
hands on it.
It doesn't matter where that computer.
Who knows what you're gonna be
That's my
looking up?
computer.
That's your you own that computer.
That's my computer.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So like if are all the call names married, all the kids?
One brother is not.
Okay. So when this loser brother finally gets married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian and Pa would not be allowed at that wedding.
It would be.
Well, that Brett would be his
It'd
decision.
be a difficult conversation, but it's up to him. Right?
Would you not go if he was there?
It'd be a part of my thought process, but I also think it would upset.
It'd be
my,
nice
It
to
would
see like
upset my
the way
mother.
movies are nowadays though. Like at the end, like if Dave and his dad really battle over this,
Yeah.
if dad goes to the wedding, if your brother allows him, and they're dancing, Dave cuts in. He's like, you know what, Sebastian, can I have this dance? It would be that kind of thing,
That would be nice.
Yes, it would.
And people would be like, "Hey, he's grown.
Yeah.
very good, Dave."
It's not really Sebastian's problem. It's not Sebastian's fault.
What do you mean problem?
It's Big Jack's fault.
A fault? Problem?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't think it's a lifestyle choice.
It's a problem with me
Being gay?
disrespecting my mother.
It's a different
yeah,
time.
that's what. Yeah, right.
No, it's not a different time. You should never
I
disrespect
understand.
one's mother.
Dave goes to Pride Parades and goes, "Look at all these men disrespecting
I'm an
my
ally.
mother."
I'm an ally. I'm an ally.
That's the
Doesn't
burden
matter.
you have to deal with. You're an ally.
Correct.
Was your dad at this wedding from last year or no?
He was not.
Okay.
Yeah, abstained.
There were a lot of questions about it or no after?
He did actually ask some.
I bet he did. Jesus.
Now, on the off chance that this is all true,
Sure.
can you imagine the search history already on that computer?
Oh
that
my
you got?
God. Jesus. Which is fine,
mean-
of course.
The deviant behavior.
Was it weird to you this weekend when your dad like quickly laid out the ways to correct anal fissures after this show? Like, oh, this is not a problem at all. Use this, and this, and it's gone. Use the Reno special, and you're all set.
He did seem quite interested in that episode, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dave seems worried about Sebastian, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I trust my dad.
Do you think your dad would be like with like another guy like him, like Brokeback, or would he
Yeah.
be he
Yeah,
would like another macho?
Yeah, man's man. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Sebastian didn't sound particularly manly. Like,
The name itself lends it, it just sounds like kind of a sissy.
Ooh, oh, look at my.
hey, what if it's Sebastian Maniscalco?
Looks
It'd be nice.
This is anger
A few
at
bucks.
sissy.
Oh, I'm just
Already
trying,
angry at this guy.
trying to set the tone in the relationship,
Well,
if there is going to be one.
I think you have to think the path going forward. I think you have to be open minded with Jack on this.
Yeah.
I think Dave thinks there's like a 2% chance this is actually true.
The tool shed is huge. Like there's plenty of space.
Yeah. Well,
You're not kidding.
It's messy. It's messy.
Yeah, it
yep,
is.
it sure is.
Damn
Dave.
right it is. Reno, though.
But once you're in there, it feels like it belonged the whole time.
Don't say Sebastian, your dad. Just be like, hey, Kirk's thinking about doing a live show, whatever, and like we're flying to Reno for this thing.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Your dad just fucking comes all over the place. Just the minute he hears the word, he ejaculates all over the room.
You think that would happen?
I think he can control himself a little better than that.
He just excuses himself to change his pants.
What's going on? Is no Steve Robinson podcast?
Funny you say that. I just accepted delivery yesterday of the podcasting equipment. So we are building.
You did
a
accept the
studio.
delivery of that.
I did.
Oh,
Yes.
good. Okay.
The FedEx man showed, and I said, "All right,
Thou
I think
accepted equipment.
I think
The
I
guy's
did
like,
order
Can I
this."
just fucking leave?
Right this way, sir.
This guy again? Oh, Christ. We did this with T-shirts a couple of weeks ago.
I never thought I'd be getting back into this game.
Paper towels again, Amazon? I accept. So what's this going to be?
So we're going to do a daily news podcast.
You mentioned this before. Yeah,
it's just going to be 15, 20 minutes.
I think that's smart.
Local Maine news.
I think that's smart.
And then we're going to do the Steve Robinson Show.
You're stealing
Whoa.
the idea that
Did you hear that, Mike?
Steve Robinson show.
Steve Robinson Show.
Actually, I wanted to spitball with you guys a little bit because Robinson Report,
Lay it on me.
Steve Robinson Show.
I like Robinson.
I mean, the Robinson Report is a brand. That's an attitude.
It's true.
The Steve Robinson Show is like,
the hell is this guy?
okay, maybe.
Yeah.
The Robinson Report. That's like an order. That's like
a good,
I'm reporting.
That's a good name. Yeah.
But the show I want to be like once a week, interviews, long form with different movers and shakers in Maine politics, New England politics.
Okay. New England.
But and
So somebody in Ohio,
that doesn't strike me.
somebody in Ohio, you're not doing it.
No.
Well, no chance.
Can they find a connection to Maine? Did they vacation
New
here
England,
once?
I thought. No.
Did they set foot in Vermont?
You live in the same country as Maine? All right, you're on.
You know what New Hampshire is? Welcome to the Robinson Report. The
See,
Steve Robinson
I feel
show
like
is-
Robinson Report is more of like it's 7 p.m. news, a weekday show.
Gotcha.
Steve Robinson Show is more of a listen to this on the weekend because there's an interview with like the founder of LL Bean or something, right?
Oh, that's what it's going to be?
With different people from Maine.
LL Bean founder?
That was just a random example I'm throwing out.
Don't do that.
They're alternating. Some weeks it'll be movers, others shakers.
Shakers, yeah.
Yes.
You prefer a mover or a shaker?
Shaker.
I figured you would, yeah. I do too, as a matter of fact. Guys, it's a mover week. Hit that 30 button.
I appreciate those of you that stick around and understand those that don't.
We'll be shaking next week with the founder of LL Bean. You probably didn't even know this guy, Steve.
Who is this? Not the
Beyond
the
average.
brain dead one you had on Friday.
The brain dead one I had on Friday.
Shane.
Oh, Shane?
The brain injury?
Yeah. Brain injury. What do you mean by that?
And now Kirk and
No.
Steve are gonna fight with K. Marco.
This is probably
A little slow.
Everyone liked it.
This is
a
one of
little
your,
bit of
this
a
is one of
lag
your
time.
subscribers, I suspect. One of your readers. He's a Maine.
really?
It's a
Hey, he seemed like a
conservative, I
big
think.
Steve
I don't
guy,
know.
yeah.
I mean, he probably he had brain damage. Is that disqualify you from a career in communications?
No, I hope he
don't know.
subscribes.
I think he might.
I heard Steve started playing an interesting voicemail before you walked in.
Oh, is that right?
It's about someone we talked about earlier. We kind of moved past it.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Hey, Steve, it's Bradley. It's about
Oh,
8 o'clock here. Sorry for the early call, but the situation we were talking about yesterday
hold on.
seems to be escalating.
Should you be playing this or no?
The situation is worse.
Maybe not.
Well, that's fine. So before you play him, I mean, more of the situation. So what? Did something happen to his home, or was there an attack or something? Well,
No,
guess there was an attack,
I think he was concerned about how you were referring to him on the show.
Operation Seamus has gone awry.
how'd I refer to him?
I think you called out the professionalism of his
Lack of.
show booking.
Lack of
technique. Yes,
professionalism.
yes.
yes.
You were critical of his strategies.
This is Bradley now trying to win Steve over.
Not trying to recruit Steve. To,
Okay,
to
go ahead. Sorry,
Call
Brad.
off the dogs.
Now, I thought Kirk would have his little rant and he'd move on from it and, just get over it. But apparently the show account, produced by the one and only Dave Cullinane, is now posting highlights of him trashing me and the network. And it's gotten to the point where executives at the network are aware of the situation.
Hold on. Go back. Hold on. I thought Kirk would do his rant, but it's gotten even crazier. Dave Cullinane has posted clips of this on social media.
I didn't think we'd stoop to those levels.
Who would have thought that was going to happen? We're going to put this all the way up the flag. So what's the guy's name? Brian Ruddy?
I rather doubt Chris Ruddy has
Chris Ruddy.
this on his radar.
But the executives.
Yeah.
God, let me hear Brad some more.
But what
John
was remarkable?
Roberts.
What was remarkable to me about this is that the video that he was commenting on was published at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And
8:01?
Maybe 8:01.
No, I'm saying, is that when he called you or no?
8:11.
He said it was 8, right?
Wait,
He said
10
it's about
minutes.
8 o'clock.
So
Yeah.
from 8 o'clock to 8:11, this video had already skyrocketed right to brass,
All the way up?
So they might have alerts on for you. I would think. I don't know how else they would
Are you
get it
suggesting
that
that
quickly.
Bradley Stein is full of shit?
I'm saying that he might have been misleading me about the seriousness of the problem here.
I like that he's like, I was cool with Kirk having his little rant there.
Right.
Like he let you do that.
I like the idea that everything in Bradley Stein's world is this, though. Like, he's at the end of this message, he's like, Steve, tell you what. Okay, so here it is. You can call me back. I'm going to talk to a couple of people and see if I'm willing to answer this phone call. Then we have the conversation. I think everything in Bradley Stein's world is like, you have to pitch something to him. That's what I think it should be. Well, his entire existence.
I'm picturing you in a top hat with a baton.
Exactly.
Bradley, get ready.
What bugged me was in his first call, he was like, now I just want you to know this isn't going to affect your relationship with Newsmax.
Well, here's the crux
And
of
I'm
it,
like,
Mike. See, now he's
I'm like,
or Willis.
Mr. Stein, I was doing Newsmax when you were still in high school.
Wow.
Like,
Oh,
I know people
What was this
way,
podcast
way
called?
above you.
Not to pursue any type of action, but from what I gather, the brass here are not happy with it, and they also don't like the fact that somebody
Hey, listen, I'm not going to sue.
who works for the network is getting just shellacked in the way that I am by Kirk. So listen, if you can, I know you know how to navigate Kirk better than most. If you could just reach out to him.
Wow, the puppet
and
master.
see
of
if you could
Kirk.
have them
Yeah,
tamp
I know
it
you're
down.
working this
I don't
guy
mean
with
apology,
strings.
I don't mean anything like that, but
So let's just game plan that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could make things very uncomfortable for you. We'll put you back on statue removal.
That Ziggy's looking pretty healthy, Steve. Pretty healthy. I'd hate to see something happen to it. I mean,
The wires are cut on the Sprinter van brakes.
Jesus.
Steve,
What's up?
this is Andy Mayo.
Hi. Oh my God, it's Andy! Oh, it's so good to hear from you.
This guy, Steve, you defang this guy so much. He's the biggest fanboy in the
Yeah.
world now. It's pathetic.
Have you
Yeah.
planned to do something
Yeah.
funny, or are you just calling in
no,
and?
I actually hate him more as this iteration than the other one iteration.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. No, I feel like I've wanted to take the opportunity. I did this in a DM to Steve to say sorry for being such an asshole and acknowledge that you've got my pelt on your belt, and yeah.
Well, that's nice, though. No? A nice. You can't make a nice sentiment here. You know?
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Oh, I've got Andy Mayo's pelt in my belt. You guys know that? Bet you didn't know when I walked in here that I've got Andy Mayo's pelt in my
something.
belt.
You might want to send it to Bradley Stein. That might get you back on, Steve.
You send him a jar of mayo.
I'm gonna send out a press
With a belt around it?
Send out a press release.
You
A
should-
guy
the
who
mayor-
used to call into a show and was sometimes funny has
was?
acknowledged. Well, that's true. Great. Thanks,
I like Andy.
I do.
Mayo.
I appreciate that apology.
He was at the head of the whole pizza controversy.
I like Andy Mayo
true.
calling Bradley Stein and like out of breath, like, Bradley, you don't want to tango with this guy. You're making a big mistake.
You ever see his belt, Brad?
This is Officer Phil McCooch with the Brunswick, Maine Animal Control Department.
Uh-oh.
I was looking for Esty Robinson.
He's here.
Speaking.
Esty, I have a dog named Zigophilius Rex running wild on Main Street in
Oh, no.
Brunswick. He just bit someone named Jamal Smith.
Wait a minute.
Another woman named LaQuisha Jones.
No, I don't think that's true. This feels.
And he currently has a man named Ezra Rothstein cornered. I'm wondering how I can get this, quite frankly, vicious animal to stop attacking people.
Well, it just feels like it's random people, and he's on the attack.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know,
mean,
men,
he's
women.
He's a good boy. His thing is actually people in wheelchairs.
What do you mean? His
Like
thing?
he's like he gets like real upset around people
Aggressive?
in wheelchairs.
Get up,
Yeah, a
you
little
lazy fuck.
Just like if he's growling, barking. People
Wait,
in wheelchairs.
it just seems odd to him or something?
I guess so. Yeah, like the electric wheelchairs. I don't know. Maybe it's the sound of it
Sound
or
freaks him
something.
out or
But
something?
Yeah, he gets freaked out by it. But
So he's anti. What is that? What would that be?
Ableist.
Ableist, right?
yes, he is an ableist dog. Yeah.
We call this game What's That Line on Beyond Average Podcast.
These need music. We learned that
We're
last
doing
week.
recycled beyond average podcast games.
Yeah, we'll bring it to the KMS world.
I told you I was nervous about this.
Listen, what it is you and Dave are going to compete. Dave's going to play one of the clips.
I can't believe I'm doing beyond average. What?
Dave's going to play one of the clips. It's a movie quote, and you're going to see who gets it first. Similar to I don't know if
Who's gonna get me or Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got a timer there for Dave. I got a buzzer. I got a correct answer, a
But
wrong
he has,
answer.
but he has the clips though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're labeled where I didn't name
Yeah,
them.
he didn't name anything. But my question, so I'm going to play the timer and the correct or wrong answer while I'm
No,
trying
you're gonna play movie number 1 and then the timer.
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh yeah? How do you know my bag will be safe below with the other luggage? Huh? Are you physically going to take my bag and put it beneath the plane? Are you going to go right now outside?
I know what that
with the
is.
guys with the
That's
earmuffs
meet
and go put it in
the
there?
meet the
No.
parents.
No?
Meet the
Okay.
parents.
Then shut your pie
Meet the
hole.
Greg
Parents.
Fokker.
Yep. Okay.
The worst game of all time. That's actually the worst game ever. Is that not that's a recycled game?
The idea is to have like
Brewster's Barstool Brewsters is better.
Barstool's Brewsters.
Barstool Brewsters. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it wasn't my best.
Somebody brought this up to me on Twitter the other day. When Dave said in the show the other day, "Oh, I know Kevin Burkhardt, dad." Who are you talking about?
Isn't his dad a play-by-play guy?
Who?
I forget his first name, but if I saw these people, I would recognize them. I read the sports media trades.
I don't think that's true.
Dude, you're terrible with play-by-plays. I remember you thought
do you
Gary
mean?
Thorne did the career
Oh, that was
one.
an accident. That was an accident. I'm actually like
Getty's
appalled
the
I
best,
said that.
Getty's the best mini golf play-by-play guy in America.
That's true.
I'm appalled I said that because that's like my favorite call of all time. That was a mistake, and I hate myself.
I'll look it up. I'm on Kevin Burkhardt's page right now.
See if his father is a player.
Early life. He grew up in Bloomfield, New Jersey, doing play-by-play games for Nintendo games in his junior high school days, idolizing Gary Cohen.
I'm wrong about
There's
this.
there's just nothing.
There's definitely a father-son duo. There's definitely a father.
Joe and Jack Buck?
No.
Dave, are you thinking of Marvin Kenny Albert, you moron?
Fuck. I think I am.
Are you really?
I think I was.
Fucking, you're such a dumbass.
Whatever.
I was calling this is acronym guy. I was calling in to say that how diametrically opposed Steve and fucking Dum Dum are. Like,
You're so fucking dumb,
Dave.
Dave.
You're just a dummy.
Fucking cares.
You're just a dummy.
The same premise stands. I would be able
Dave,
to point out
confused
Kevin
Marv
Burkhardt.
Albert? No, you wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. You don't know. Just say
Kevin
you don't
Burkhardt,
know.
I would know. If he was walking down the street, I would know who he was. Yes, I would.
You got Kevin and Kemi confused. That's it. That's all it is in your
Probably.
mind.
I don't know.
That's
I know Kevin Burkhardt.
You didn't take your kid to Puss in Boots because you thought it was a fucking porn movie.
That was awesome. I texted Clemmer the other day. I'm doing a little private investigation, and I had to text Chris Clemmer about it. Yeah,
About what?
About Bradley Stein.
Oh, we should bring this up.
I didn't like that tone out of Bradley Stein.
Well, I got the tone. I saw you sensitive Cullinane because I saw people on Twitter correctly saying, boy, it felt like there was a Stein-Cullinane friendship when I heard that.
Something's going on there.
Friendship? Wait.
Like, oh, that Dave Cullinane.
Yeah.
and,
Wait, friendship? Or you mean between Steve and Bradley Stein?
I got between you and Bradley.
The way he
fucking
said your
nuts?
name, Dave, he was like,
Play
oh,
it
that
again.
producer
Play it again.
Dave Cullinane.
Produced by the one and only Dave Cullinane.
That suggests like like he knows you.
You are
kinda.
specifically turning this to try. I don't know what you're trying to
The
build.
one and
up.
only. Yeah, he said the one and only.
Nobody would have that thought. They thought.
Did you have the same thought I did?
Well, when he says the one and only
Well,
Dave
two people have
Cullinane.
the same
The
thought.
one and
Dave.
only because he's been calling me an
What's Chris
asshole
Clemmer
for
have to
2
do
years.
with this?
That's part of my investigation.
What do you mean?
I think first of all, there's no lies detected. I do believe that Bradley Stein is a Minifan.
Really?
Oh, I certainly do.
Why do you say that?
It's part of my investigation. I don't want to reveal any of
Okay.
it
I respect
until it is all put together.
Can you give us a little hint as to why you would reach out to Clemmer or no?
Just say Clemmer likes to produce content and stuff like that.
Oh, is he colluding?
Who knows?
Is he colluding
I don't
with this
know.
guy?
Do you think Clemmer's against us on this?
No. Clemmer's team good guys. Don't worry about that.
You're sure about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there's
why am I
webs.
not involved in this?
Why are you not involved in the investigation?
Yeah.
It hasn't reached that point yet. It's
Oh,
still,
yeah,
it's still
keep it-
early
keep it on my
stage.
table.
No, it's still early
It's
stage.
developing.
It's still early stage.
Oh, so you think Steve and Bradley Stein are working?
They have
together?
absolutely. Now, I'm not saying there's a bad thing on Steve. They just shit talk me, I'm sure. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
That was not. I have never interacted with Brad Stein besides that text message.
Why do you call him
I
Brad
played.
Stein?
Whatever.
Brad Stein.
I've never heard that before.
Brad Stein.
That's interesting.
My buddy
Why do you say it
Brad.
like that?
Don't turn this on me.
Why
I'm
do you
doing
say
good
like
work
Brad?
behind the
Never
scenes.
heard-
Behind the scenes, I'm doing good work. Multiple phone calls.
I don't understand the Clemmer thing. I'm intrigued by that. Anybody else involved? Stop banging your pen.
A couple more names. Yeah.
Give me a name.
I can't.
Why?
No, I can't yet. I can't.
Why? Respect you. I will not give up who Dave is working with. I will say Mike Montante is here.
Next Friday.
What?
Next Friday. He's a minor part of this. He's a minor.
It's a minor part of everything.
But everything comes back to this program and its potential tentacles and things that could come off of it.
I don't know. Do you have any idea? Even by your standards,
Some of the things he says sometimes
You're being
are just
so.
so.
I can't until the
vague on
investigation
this.
is complete. We've talked to people who talk like this all the time. They're just
True.
trying to dance around the topic a little bit.
When do you think the investigation will be
Investigation will
completed?
conclude?
By? Yeah. Friday. Montante's here.
Definitely by next Friday.
Okay. Sunday night when Mike's here.
It is definitely possible.
Well,